President Trump flew to Turkey this week for the NATO summit, which means he's surrounded by allies. And I don't mean the kind of ally who tells you he's not racist because he has an Asian wife. I mean geopolitical allies. And if you listen to Trump, it seems like the meetings have gone really well.
If you could have seen the respect and the love in the room, there was tremendous love in that room. It's too bad the press couldn't have seen what we were doing in that room. The real love. It was sort of pretty wild.
It's pretty wild. I wish the press could have seen all the tremendous love. What the was going on in that room? I mean, I don't want to be gross, but it sounds like they were having a big circle jerk in there.
It's too bad the press could not see what's happening in this room. You saw the big round circle with all of the leaders of all of those countries.
Gross. This whole time I thought he was dancing. It turns out it was practice. But you know what? Maybe it's good that Trump is getting in sync with NATO, because right now he really needs that support with the big issue that's looming over the entire summit.
Overnight, Iran and the U.S. trading fire. Tehran launching attacks across the region, targeting U.S. military sites in Bahrain and Kuwait. Just hours earlier, the U.S. hitting over 80 targets. President Trump said the ceasefire with Iran is now over, calling into question the future of these negotiations and whether America will fully be brought back into this war.
What do you mean brought back into the war? What are the ones doing the war? It's like a tornado being like, oh, wow, why is it so windy in here? What's happening? So yeah, the ceasefire may be over, but lucky for us, we got a deal maker in chief as our president. And when he's in charge, it's never over.
To me, I think it's over. They're scum. They're sick people. They're led by sick people, vicious, violent people. They're cuckoo. As far as I'm concerned, they're a bunch of lying guys. They're liars. They're cheats. They're sick people. They're scum. You know what scum is?
Yeah, it's the thing covering your reflecting pool, right? But look, Mr. President, take a step back, okay? You've only been negotiating for 3 weeks. What made you so mad at them?
You know, they asked for a timeout. They wanted to go to the funeral of Khomeini. And I said, give it to them. And they start shooting missiles. I mean, it was the craziest thing.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's crazy. I mean, look, I get what you're saying. Iran asked for a timeout for a funeral, and then they shot missiles at oil tankers. You're not supposed to shoot during a timeout. Okay, you got to respect playground rules. But, Mr. President, is there any possible reason you think they might want to launch missiles during their leader's funeral?
I mean, it was the craziest thing. Now, we did kill him, so I guess you have to look at it that way.
I think we make a breakthrough here, okay? Because that's what I love about Trump. He sees things from other people's perspective sometimes. But whoever started the war, it doesn't matter, although it was you. The important thing now is getting help. And again, it's great that he's at the NATO sex summit, because he can use all the allies he can get.
I spoke to Germany, I spoke to France, spoke to UK, spoke to Italy, I didn't speak to Spain. Spain is a wasted cause.
Wait, what? Spain? Where did that come from? Did I miss an episode or something? Because I don't remember Spain being a character in the show, but I guess Trump has some kind of problem with Spain?
They're hopeless. Bad people, because, you know, they have everybody else going and paying and working in Spain. In particular, Spain. There are a couple of others, but in particular, Spain. We don't want to do any trade business with Spain anymore, by the way. I'd like you to cut it off.
Holy shit, they're cutting trade off? Wait, are you confusing Spain with Mexico? Spain is white, right? They're the white people. They're tan, but they're still white people. You can't just You can't just cut off trade with Spain. I mean, how are we gonna get our what the f do these guys make again? Cathedrals, croquetas, paellas. Why is Spain causing you so much pain? Explain.
Spain is a terrible partner in NATO. They don't participate, they don't pay. I don't want anything to do with Spain. Cut off all trade with Spain, please, including visits.
Whoa, okay, now I'm calling a timeout. What do you mean, including visits? Does he mean diplomatic, or am I not allowed to go to Spain now? Because I had a whole eat, pray, love planned. The eat was in Mallorca. Can you at least talk to Spain first?
I don't want to do any more trade with them, all right?
Yes, sir.
Take it immediately. Don't even talk to them.
Don't even talk to them. You can look at their stories, but don't like them. All right, fine. Are there any other fights you want to pick with NATO while you're at it?
Denmark doesn't spend money to really help Greenland, but it's an important part for the United States. That should be controlled by the United States, not by Denmark.
Okay, here we this shit again. I guess okay, I guess we're going to war with Iran and Spain and Greenland. All I ask is, before we invade Greenland, can we at least triple check that Greenland doesn't also control some vital choke point for the entire planet? Because I don't want to find out that all the world's oxygen comes from some volcano in Nuuk. Listen, Trump, you gotta get over this shit and get NATO on board with the war, okay? Because it sounds like Iran is getting some new allies.
2 months ago, we had 100, I told this story yesterday, we had 111 missiles shot by the Islamic Republic of Japan.
Oh my God. We're losing the war with Iran so bad, it converted Japan to Islam. And I know it sounds stupid when Trump says it, but if someone told you the Islamic Republic of Japan was a new fusion restaurant in Bushwick, you f***ing hipsters will be lining up for it. So basically on this NATO trip, Trump managed to restart the war with Iran, piss off our allies, threatened to kidnap Greenland, and now no one is allowed to visit Spain. This would be considered a catastrophic failure for any president. But for Donald Trump, solid B-. It's not his worst outing.